Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got some bad news hitting for Young Thug, man. You know what I'm saying? You knew it was coming, man. We also got we got Glorilla talking crazy, man. What's going down in Georgia and STDs, man. You might want to hear it, man. We got Megan Thee Stallion information, man. Look, I'm mad at y'all because y'all ain't correct me when I said that the prosecutor was representing Megan Thee Stallion when in fact they represent the state. Ain't nobody told me was gonna correct me. Y'all was gonna let me just walk off into my bad. Let me calm down because we just getting started. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know how y'all just let me walk off in the wrong direction. Don't nobody care? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, check this out, man. We're going to start this off with some saddening news, okay? Outside of the fact that y'all let me walk right off a cliff I got to catch myself. You like, well, you the one that started the channel. We didn't tell you to start a channel. I'm saying. Okay, look, we're going to start with the bad news, I guess, okay? It's some deeply saddening news, right? DJ Steven Twitch boss, right? Who a lot of people know from the Ellen DeGeneres, because sometimes you got to take a breath. You know what I mean? Sometimes you breath control. Who a lot of people know from the Ellen DeGeneres' show, all right? DJ Steven Twitch has died at the age of 40, man. This information is devastating, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to see the dude all the time. My pops likes watching the Ellen show. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least, I don't know if it still come on, but I think it ended, I guess, maybe. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? My pops used to watch it. You know what I mean? Every time I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty happy show. Although I heard that everybody that worked under her was very, very depressed. But it seemed like a pretty happy place. You know what I'm saying? But I heard everybody's very depressed. Anyway, my bad. DJ Steven Twitch
boss,
right, he died at the age of 40, okay? He was found dead in an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound yesterday in a Los Angeles hotel room, all right? His wife, Allison Hooker, ran to the LA police station and expressed concern because her husband had left the house without his car, which she had never done before. I told this to my coworker. My coworker was like, that sounds really fishy. He left without his car and she immediately ran to the police department. Like, that's like a weird thing to do, as opposed to all the other things he could have done. He could have went to the neighbor's house, could have went down the street. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I said, look, I don't know. I don't know the details. I guess more of that's going to come out. So if you didn't know, right, he started his career as a dancer. He was on the show Step Up, right? And look, this is devastating news, man. The man had a wife. He had 3 children. You know what I'm saying? Dude seemed like a pretty cool dude. He seemed like a solid individual, a happy individual. But you know how these situations tend to go, man. You know what I'm saying? That, like, we know situations like this take place all the time. Folks look okay. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, they are not. Folks just put on the face. They put on the smile because don't folks want to be here. When you be like sometimes people be like, yo, man, how you doing? I'll be like, yeah, I've been better. You know what I mean? Like, I let folks know right off the top. And a lot of people, they don't want to hear that. They just saying it just to say, hey, I acknowledge you. But they use the words, how you doing, man? What's good? Yeah, I've been better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't got to go into it. It's just, yo, man, yeah, I'm good one day. I've been better than, I've been better before, like other days. Anyway, look, like, you can look at people, man, and you don't know how they feeling. You know what I'm saying? This man left a wife, 3 children. Listen, you, the listener, okay? Check on your peoples. You know what I mean? Listen, honestly, man, here's what I do believe. And here's what I think. This is what I feel. You know what I mean? I got a channel here. I'm letting you know my thought process, all right? All of us have an effect on all of us. All of us have an effect. No man is an island. None of us are an island. All of us. The action of suicide has a negative impact on everyone around you. You see what I'm saying? If you were to commit that action, it has a negative impact on everyone. It's probably one of the most negative actions that can be done to a mass number of people simultaneously in your circle of influence. Are you catching my drift, man? Now, folks that have committed the action, like, they may not see it that way, because I think it was Aristotle that said sometimes when people do bad actions or negative actions is because of some form of ignorance. It's some piece of I think it was Aristotle that said that, some piece of information that they did not have, that if they did have, they would not have committed those actions. You see what I'm saying? And maybe no one quite put it to a lot of the people that have already committed the action. Maybe nobody quite put it to them like that. And maybe if they did, it might have made a difference. You see what I'm saying? Listen, if you're considering such an action, because you'd be surprised, a lot of people consider it. Well, one thing, let me just throw this out here, okay? I think you know, the highest commandments that I've heard from the Most High is love the Most High and then love your neighbor as yourself. You know what I'm saying? And how do you love yourself exactly is the question you then have to ask. How do you love yourself? Well, oftentimes you realize that you don't often like yourself. But why might you not like yourself? Well, because you probably realize that you probably can be better in a variety of ways. Okay? I would be better if I was more courageous. I'd be better if I had more self-control. I'd be better if I was smarter. I would be better if I was that. Well, the reason why you might not like yourself is because you love yourself and wish the best for yourself. You wish you were more courageous and you wish you were wiser, wish you were smarter, wish you made better decisions. You wish you were better because you love you. You see what I'm saying? You actually do love yourself. You just might not like yourself. And that's normal because you can't force like. You see what I'm saying? If you try to force like, you're always going to produce the opposite effect. It's one of those funny paradoxes of life. You see what I'm saying? I think I'm getting a little bit off track of what I was trying to say, but you cool. You good. You know what I mean? Trust me. All right? Listen, if you're considering such an action, the effect that it has on everyone else, you know what I mean, is super negative. Okay? Listen. If you're considering an action knowing the effect that it does have on everyone else, then you're being made well aware of the fact right now that the action, right, that we're talking about is the ultimate illustration of selfishness. You see what I'm saying? You might be like, oh my gosh, he said that. Yeah, he said that. He said that because that's just what it is. We're just going to call a spade a spade. We ain't going to say the action is good. The action is bad. Why is it bad? Because it is utter selfishness. Okay? You may only be focused on your own emotional pains and interests and not that of the others around you. You know what I'm saying? Someone should inform you, that is me right now. You know what I mean? That it's not Gucci, okay? To do that, all right? We have been designed to operate as a unit. Humanity. We're designed to operate as a unit. If you have a fleet of ships, we're all headed in a particular direction. Or some ships are heading in this direction and other ships are heading in that direction, etc., etc. If one of the ships chooses to go rogue or destroy itself in the middle of the ocean, the other ships that are going in that particular direction will be affected. You know what I'm saying? They will be negatively impacted. And if you don't care about how it will affect the other ships, that's a bit of a problem. You know what I mean? Like Leonidas said in 300, that's a bit of a problem. You know what I mean? If you've been born and placed here, if you are human and not an octopus or a roach, then you make a damn difference. And don't let any demon or fool tell you otherwise, even if the fool is the clown inside your head. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a clown in here. There's a clown in here. Look, listen. Where your kids at? That's the next question that I have for you. Where your kids at right now? Don't they need to go write out their Christmas list in another location? You like, nah, I know what they want. I said they got to write out their Christmas list again. They got to write it again. Okay? If they want nothing for the holidays, that's different. You're like, but they in the car right now. Well, then you might need to come back to this next story. You know what I'm saying? Just double click the right side of the YouTube screen and go on to the next story. You know what I mean? We'll still be here. You can come back later on. All right, look. I think we gave folks enough time to get rid of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Enough time to get they ish together. Because listen, if the youth dem are in the vicinity for this next story, yeah, I'm still trying to buy some time. You clearly don't give a cuff about them kids. So let me make you throw up your lunch a little bit, okay? The artist Glorilla likes to have her mans ejaculate on her food before eating it. Look, I see mad folks throwing their forks and knives down like, I'm done. Other people are like, I'm dead. Look, somebody's like, how the hell can I eat this salad with ranch now? You probably won't eat it now. That's the whole thing. Look, you probably have to settle for just eating later. Go eat like a pack of Annihilators and just call it a day. Anyway, take a listen to the means by which Glorilla is about to increase her male audience by 500%. Take a listen.
Nasty,
y'all
freaky.
be doing some nasty, like, y'all do some shit that I never heard of.
Like what?
We need examples.
Okay, so y'all do drink nut, right?
Yeah, everybody swallow.
Okay,
we just say swallow. Drink nut sound
like,
nasty.
Drink nut does sound nasty.
I
actually want to think about what she said. I swallow, I don't drink nut. But go ahead.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Like, same thing. It's just so corny to me. Oh my God. But it's like,
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
It's some weird shit. But okay, say for instance, we just got done eating, right? Don't worry about it. I ain't
No, just tell us.
You too far in now.
Yeah.
Alright, so say for instance, we just got done eating, then we had sex right after. And some food, and I'ma still eat it. So if you been like none of my food, I'ma eat it.
It's like dressing.
It is. My fries real quick, and I'ma eat it.
None of my fries.
That is crazy. I've never.
Shorty said, yo, I figure that when we get done eating, we're going to have sex after. If there's some food, I'm going to still eat it. So if you've been nutting on my food, I'm going to still eat it. Close quote. That's what she said. Honestly, I don't believe her. I don't believe it. I honestly don't. I know people are sick. You be a bit select. People are sick. I know people are sick. They are sick. And they will go to any means to garner a following. I do not believe this. And I got the right, damn it, to not believe. You got the right to say what you want, and I got the damn right to not believe a person. I know that people tend to say and do weird things. And look, you know why I don't believe it? Because people lie, don't they? Do they lie? If people lie, if you kill, what does that make you? Exactly, a killer. If you steal, what does that make you? No, not a stealer, a thief. You know what I'm saying? So if you lie, what's that make you? A liar. You don't got to do it 8 times. All you got to do is once. People lie, so everyone is a liar. As far as I'm concerned, I think she's lying about this, okay? I don't believe it. People are weird, and maybe she does do this. It's possible. I always leave open the possibility that people might be weird enough to do something like this. But personally, I don't believe it. If we eat, we're gonna do sexy time after. And if you've been nutting on my food, I'm still going to eat it? No. It don't even follow. And I know you're like, yeah, but she don't believe foxes are real. But I'm saying the thought process, it don't even follow. They asked her, what is the nastiest, kinkiest thing? Which to me, I'm already like, why we even gotta go in that direction? Like, really? You wanna know? Yo, let me ask you a question. What you really doing with your genitals though? Like, I wanna know what's going on in your genitals. The other one's like, well, do you eat, you know what I'm saying, ejaculate out of genitals? And they're like, yeah, oh yeah, we all do. Yeah, high five. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like it. I mean, come on, I'm not buying it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she said that she does this. But I, Celeb, don't believe her. You know what I mean? You're like, but she said it. Congratulations. You understand language. And I don't believe her. You see what I'm saying? I know that if she does say that, it will garner a whole heap of interest in her. I do not believe that this girl is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the things that she's saying. And I could be wrong, and I'm completely okay with that. Maybe you don't believe that I am what I say, and you have the right to do it. Period. That's just what it is. Oh, so let me give you this additional information that you probably need to be made aware of after that nasty situation, okay? In Georgia, officials have issued a warning concerning an excessive spike in sexually transmitted diseases across the state. That's right. That fatty you looking at right there has a strong probability of granting you the sexually transmitted disease that you so desperately desire. You know what I'm saying? You want to itch? Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Get busy. You know what I mean? And look, you know how these things go, man. A lot of people who have an STD got it from messing with somebody from another state. You know what I'm saying? And STDs is one of those things people do not love to discuss. Yo, all of y'all that got an STD, I want you to post it in the comments below. Now, count how many people have actually said, I got it. People don't want to talk about that joint. You know why? Because a lot of people deem it to be nasty. A lot of people will give you an STD, and, you know, that's just what it is because they figure, well, you know what I'm saying? I just want to have that. And then maybe but you're supposed to be notifying people of the nastiness that you got beforehand. And a lot of people don't even take care of themselves. Listen, it says, according to the Georgia Department of Health, new cases of gonorrhea and syphilis jumped 17% in 2021, an unsettling leap from the previous year. Over the past decade, the cases have seen an overall 60% increase. Dwayne Ford, who is the current director of HIV prevention services at AIDS Atlanta, said the spike is, quote unquote, very disturbing, eyeing the COVID-19 shutdowns as a breeding ground for sexually transmitted diseases. That's right. Everybody was supposed to be inside, but instead they was inside getting diseases. They said, with the pandemic and people having more downtime, there may be more activity among intimate partners. That's right, folks was going in. But wait a minute, they were supposed to be going in with their partners, not with everybody else. Medical Director for Noonan Family Medical Associates, Dr. Cecil Bennett, also agrees with the theory, citing that once the restrictions were lifted, people no longer wanted to feel restrained with how they lived. Oh, that's how it happened. Therefore, many have rejected the concept of condoms and safe sex altogether. They got so horny, they was like, man, F this condom, move it out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in and I'm going in raw. Shorty was like, oh, let me put it on my salad. And you knew what it was after that. Georgia is playing a significant role in fueling the nationwide rise in STD infections. For the 6th year, the United States has seen a steady boost, with half of the new cases occurring amongst young people between the ages of 15 and 24. Hashtag Augusta, hashtag Savannah, and hashtag Atlanta are the cities with the highest rates. That's right. If you over there, man, you might could catch something, man. You see what I'm saying? Yo, you know what it is. And all the down low activity, man, yo, you know what it is, man. I would tell you to stay strapped, but you better off just being celibate. You see what I'm saying? Because even staying strapped, you can still catch something, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all gonna catch something that y'all gonna have forever. You know what? Somebody's gonna catch something tonight. You know it. Tonight. And you're like, oh, but I ain't in Georgia. Oh, so what, you exempt because you ain't over there in Georgia? Bruh. I mean, come on, man. You think your local... Just Google HIV rates in my area, or whatever the hell your area is, and you'll see what the numbers is. Now, tell me what law makes it so that you can't catch it. Ain't no law. You know what I mean? Jamal live with guests. I'm gonna have to check that out. Check this out, man. Let me do my shout outs real quick before I give you this last piece of information. Who we got on deck for the shout outs, man? Y'all, apologies for sending out the late video, man. I done sent it to Source late. Source was like, yo, what the heck is this, man? I'm gonna have to upload it super late. It was like, I was an idiot. I thought I sent it to him already, man. Apologies to Source. Source do the hard work, man. Y'all, look, shout out to the Source. He do all the hard work putting the videos together, man. I just be running my jizz, man. You know what I'm saying? Lorenzo Hunter, man, shout out to you. My man, see, I listen to your shout outs every day, man. I hear people complaining that they want one. They have to realize what they got to realize over it. They got to realize you have a lot of subscribers, man. You have to be patient. Just like asking the Lord for a blessing and the ones complaining about his platform and style. Why the heck is you on a channel? It's his channel for a reason, to address the public the way he wants to. Lorenzo Hunter, shout out to you. I do appreciate you standing up for your boy, man. You know what I mean? I be needing stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got over here? DJ Easy said, I don't get your notifications, man. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I have a ringer bell set. Yeah. You see how it is? You see how it is, man. Sometimes, like, you can have a notification bell on. Not everybody gets the notification. I got people like that I'm super close with. And you know what I mean? They be like, yo, I didn't get the notification. And I'll be like, see how they be doing your boy, man. You know what I mean? That's how it is, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying? You need to, you know what I mean? That's why it's hard over here for a brother. Where we at over here? Do I got any other shout outs? I know I got another. Reno, the son, said something yesterday. I ain't going into it today. I think I ran out of shout outs. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. I want to go inside. It's time for me to go inside. You're like, oh, what you playing today? I don't know if I'm playing something. I think I might be reading. What are you reading about? I'm reading about another religion. The religion that hey, look, I want you to look something up. Those of y'all that be in the scriptures and stuff like that, just look up the Hebrew word for Lucifer. Just look it up. And then you might have heard that word before. And you might realize that word is similar to another word. And then what's that other word mean in a different language? Maybe Arabic. Let me not scare you. Check this out, man. Folks done posted a video of Megan Thee Stallion entering the courtroom. And someone is out there screaming a statement as she walks into the room. Okay? Or as she's walking out of the car into the court. Take a listen to what they said.
Hey, Megan, why you lying on that boy?
Is it the truth or a lie?
You hear that? Someone screaming, Megan, why you lying on that boy? Like she's supposed to scream back out in response, cause I ain't wanna look like a thot. Damn. How I look admitting to Gail I slept with him. It would just make me look better. You know what I'm saying? Like he's asking her like she's gonna respond. If you ain't gonna say nothing back, I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I can do that by myself. And you know I have more fun doing it. You know what I mean? So they're heckling her on the way in. Okay? And the court case, I guess, is going the way that it's going. As a matter of fact, take a listen to the update on the court case.
Day 2 of the Tory Lanez trial is underway. It started with Meg the Stallion testifying. I'm going to take you through what she testified about in the morning. We're currently on lunch break. She's going to come back and complete her testimony this afternoon. It started with questions about Tory Lanez. She testified that she knew him only for a short time leading up to this incident. They were friends. She was asked, were you intimate? She said yes. She was asked, were you exclusive? She said quite happily no. Then they asked her about her relationship with Kelsey. She said that she's known Kelsey since freshman year of college. How do you know her? How would you describe the relationship? I found her answer very interesting. She said, I quote, we did everything together. They asked her, hey, how do you feel about being here today? She was struggling through the testimony. I was a little surprised at her answer. She said, I don't feel good. I can't believe I have to come do this. Not really sounding like a victim to me. She's a strong black woman. That's the image that the jury, I think, would have gotten of her. And I expected her to say something more like, I'm here for justice. I'm here to tell my truth. That man shot me. They asked her about when they left the party and when Tory got there. So she explained that initially she had gotten there with a larger group of people. Then later she asked Tory to come. By the time Tory got there, it was a lot fewer people. And then towards the end of the night, they asked her who was left. And she said it was basically just me, Tory, and Kelsey. And then we got in the pool. Then she said that when they were in the pool, her wig started getting loose. It was coming off. She felt uncomfortable, so she wanted to leave. She told Kelsey. Her and Kelsey went to the driver and said, hey, we want to leave. And this brings up the first point of contention where, according to Meg, the driver said, I won't leave without Tory. Now, obviously, Tory's team says Meg said she won't leave without Tory. And then the person actually, the defense attorney asked, well, why didn't Tory want to leave? And everybody was waiting for the answer to that question because that's the whole Kylie Jenner angle. Unfortunately, the defense objected. The judge said sustained. She didn't answer the question, why didn't Tory leave? The whole situation in the car. She testified that, hey, look, we all got in the car. I got out. An argument started to break out. Basically, Tory started the argument. I was shocked when she dropped and admitted that this argument started with Tory saying to Meg, hey, why are you snaking your friend like this? And basically revealing that he had hooked up with both of them, that they had been cheated on by him. And this sort of led into the whole big fight. At one point, she gets out of the car, but then she did get back in because they convinced her to get back in. And then we get to the shooting. And here, there was some shocking stuff. So here's some of the key stuff. One, Meg described that, hey, look, I got out of the car, I looked back over me, and then I saw Tory holding a gun, pointing it at me, and he shot me after he said, dance bitch. But then, this is the prosecution asking the questions, and even in the prosecution asking the questions, she said stuff that makes you scratch your head, which leads you to believe that what's going to happen under cross-examination. The prosecution asked her this, where was Kelsey when Tory was doing the shooting? You know what Meg said? Meg said, I didn't see Kelsey. I only saw Tory. Question, was she in your field of vision? Because she's right there. Where was she? If you can't answer that question, that doesn't seem like it adds up, especially not in a case where the theory from the other side is that there was a struggle and that Kelsey was the one who let off the gun. If the victim can't tell you where Kelsey is, that seems highly problematic to me. The other parts of the testimony that were a little bit confusing is they asked her, where was Tory? Was he standing on the car? Was he standing on the ground? And she said, well, he was shooting up over the window, but I don't know if he was standing on something. And they asked her, how tall is he? She said, I think he's like 5'3" or 5'4". He's taller than that, but that's not tall enough to shoot over the window of an Escalade while standing on the ground. And then they asked her, hey, was he on the passenger door, or was he on the front door or the back door? That's what she said. He's on the passenger side. And they were like, all right, well, was it the front door or the back door? She said, I don't. The other part of her testimony that I found a little confusing, it didn't mesh with what the prosecutor said in his opening. The prosecutor said in his opening that Kelsey went to where Meg was, and that after Kelsey went to where Meg was, after Meg had been shot, that Tory was approaching them. Meg's testimony today was different. Meg's testimony was not that she got shot, she went away, and then Kelsey went to where she was, and then Tory came. Kelsey was the one who let off the gun. If the victim can't tell you where Kelsey is, that seems highly problematic to me. The other parts of the testimony that were a little bit confusing is they asked her, where was Tory? Was he standing on the car? Was he standing on the ground? And she said, well, he was shooting up over the window, but I don't know if he was standing on something. And they asked her, how tall is he? She said, I think he's like 5'3" or 5'4". He's taller than that, but that's not tall enough to shoot over the window of an Escalade while standing on the ground. And then they asked her, hey, was he on the passenger door, or was he on the front door or the back door? That's what she said. He's on the passenger side. And they were like, all right, well, was it the front door or the back door? She said, I don't. The other part of her testimony that I found a little confusing, it didn't mesh with what the prosecutor said in his opening. The prosecutor said in his opening that Kelsey went to where Meg was, and that after Kelsey went to where Meg was, after Meg had been shot, that Tory was approaching them. Meg's testimony today was different. Meg's testimony was not that she got shot, she went away, and then Kelsey went to where she was, and then Tory came, two of them. No, Meg's testimony is she got shot, she went away, and then she saw Kelsey and Tory both coming to them. Again, does not add up. We finished with, why did you not tell the police the truth? And this was very interesting, whereas typically prosecutors are in the business of supporting police officers. Here, they elicited testimony where Meg said, look, I didn't tell the police the truth because this was around the time George Floyd had been shot, and I thought if I told them the truth, they were going to shoot Tory. I didn't feel safe with the police. And I thought this was kind of weird, but she said it. She said, I'm a member of the black community, and in my community, we don't cooperate. What do I think? I think that the rest of the direct testimony is going to come out. It will be interesting. I think the defense attorney has a lot of room. Hey, what's up, bro? I think the defense attorney has a lot of room to poke holes in the story. And I think the rest of the witnesses are going to say things that the defense attorney is going to have to show that it doesn't all.
I mean, you know, that's hey, look, man, I don't know how it's going, but the way it's looked, like the way they're trying to paint it, I think they're trying to make it the defense. My bad. The defense has stated that essentially they're really trying to pin it on Kelsey. They're essentially saying that Kelsey may have been the one to pull the trigger, and because, you know, that guy. Because I always wondered the same thing. I said, well, I'm sorry, if he's short, why did she say he was holding his hand over the window? Was he in the car or was he hanging out the side of the car? If he was in the car, maybe he was sitting on the window. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, how was his hand over the car if he's considered to be short? His hand, then it won't be over the car of the Escalade. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot, you know, I don't know. I wasn't there. And, you know, they're going to get to the bottom of this. And when they do, I think it's going to be hairier than, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still mad at y'all because y'all ain't telling me that the prosecutor represented the state. Somebody else had to tell me that, like, stupid. The prosecutor represents the state, the government, not Megan. You're so dumb. You're so stupid and ugly. And I was like, damn, like, I'm one of those three, but not all. I ain't all three of those. You know what I'm saying? You like, well, dumb and stupid are the same thing. And finally, I'm not going to engage you because I know you're trying to bait me into nonsense and taking me in another direction. People always do that. You're like, that's in your head. Listen, a Young Thug and Gunna, okay? They done gave Young Thug more charges. Yeah, he's been hit with more charges. Street racing, reckless driving, and speeding for something that happened in May when he was pulled over for going 120 miles on the Georgia highway. Dang. You know, that's what's messed up about those fancy new cars, that you go really fast and you don't even feel it. Oh, it feels normal. Yeah, you're going 180. You know what I mean? Young Thug's lawyer said, quote, as of 2 weeks ago, that case was being resolved with a seatbelt violation. Today, now it's indicted in Fulton County Superior Court. He is being wronged by our system. Close quote. Yeah, this is horrible, man. If he ain't did any of the crimes, man, they are super duper mistreating this man. It's wrong what they're doing, man. You know what I mean? And it's like I at this point, it's like they're trying to get anything on him, and you know, it's scary if he didn't do any of it. I don't know, man. If I was innocent and they try to pin all of this craziness on me, man, I would be flipping tables, man. I would be wilding out. You know what I mean? You couldn't get me. I'll be like, you know who I'll be like? Yep, I would be like, yay. I would be like, yay, just wilding, just talking crazy and stuff like that. You like, why you? I'm just telling you, there would be no filter. That's what I'm saying, man. Why you assume that I'm saying something bad? You like, oh, because you always saying something bad. I just be telling you what. I'm out. You know, I don't got time for this. I'm going to say, yo. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. And yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got time for you right now. Your source for celeb news.